And this is my Christmas hat. That it's really cool. It's James Bond like. It's a watch underneath. It's a Kenneth Cole edition. It's he's just a stylish dude. He's just great with it. So, you like this right here? This is my Christmas gift.
Looks
right
good.
here.
Looks very good.
Yo, you wish you had one of these right here.
Not really.
Merry after Christmas. Hope you enjoyed the holiday. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas anyways. No, I'm sorry.
Kwanzaa.
That's insensitive, right?
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Mazel Tov.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of them.
Yeah, let's stop right there.
One love.
Just happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays. Festivus for the rest of us.
That's it.
Men's Room Live. Any of your comments, send them in live at mensroom.tv. That's where we're taking them. Comments, emails, questions, favors. I mean, shoot, someone asked you a favor and you were Christmas spirit. You granted it.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Twitter, you can hit us up at mensroom.tv. Facebook, if you haven't found us yet, it's because you're not looking hard enough. Ronnie Rowe, you can find him on Twitter at Ronnie Rowe Jr.
Yep, that's
right. At Ronnie Rowe Jr. You can find me on Twitter. I don't know what I am, but I'm Twitterable.
Mark something.
Twitter-ation.
Yeah.
And Facebook. Like us on Facebook, because that's where you get all the updates and stuff. Don't forget to visit the website, www.mensroom.tv. Tell your friends. If you're watching this, you're already there. Nonetheless, visit the website again, okay? Guest info today. Who's our guest today, man? I know you were rapping with him a little bit.
Yeah, we've got big bad Max a Million, man.
Okay,
no,
Max.
Just Max.
Yeah, it's like a rapper. Max, and you know what he's going to talk to us about?
I think it's about fast growth.
Okay.
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 He was talking to you also, right?
Yeah. Well, we were all rapping. I mean, he was talking, how he came up. I guess come up in the community and just going from, I always say from zero to hero. I know it's not the right term because no one's really a
from
zero.
Dud to stud.
Yeah, from dud to stud. Yo, that's like that's old school Maury, right?
Yeah.
I'm one of those, yo. I went on that episode from high school.
Yeah.
Like, I was skinny and now bring around, look at me now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was on one of those. My name was Chocolate Thunder, but we won't. Yeah.
Continue.
You guys did.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not talking about it. I'm just going to go to Pursue a Retreat. Forget it. Pursue a Retreat. Pursue a Retreat of the day. I don't know where the envelope is. I'm going to leave that to you to find it. Because I'm interested to find out what the deal is this week. Because I think I'm two for two. Like, I think I generally pick the winner in Pursue a Retreat.
We're keeping score on that now?
Life is not about keeping score, but it is about winning.
All right.
Charlie Sheen.
Winning.
Yo, he has a new show out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't tell you about it. I'll tell you next week. Pursue a Retreat.
Oh, yeah. Now you gotta get that, eh?
Christmas. He's still a turkey in his stomach.
Yeah. All right. Pursue Retreats.
And the question is,
do you pick up
a
colleague
from work?
Yes, let's say from work.
No, but like, do you pick them up and drop them off? Is that what he does?
No. Do you pick them up? Do you date them?
Like game.
Yeah.
Oh, do you spit game and pick up your colleague at work?
Yes, sir.
What do you say?
Because I have mixed emotions about this one.
Very mixed.
Yes, I have mixed emotions.
Swirled even.
Yeah. I'd probably want to stay away. So I think I'd retreat on this one. I'm a retreater, man. I don't like.
Hey, we don't have technology yet to like show you in the clip in the top corner of his face so you can replay that one because I probably want to stay away. So what does that mean? You haven't stayed away?
Yeah, you have some past experiences where you dabble in a work colleague and sometimes it ends not so nice.
So you say stay away?
Please.
Okay.
For your own good.
You say retreat. I say pursue, okay? I'm devil's advocate. I'm going with it here. Pursue. Here's why.
All right.
Yeah, it's a hard one to pursue.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
No, honestly, though, again, it goes back to, we talked about sisters before Christmas, and, wow, he's still angry about it. I didn't.
Very much so.
All I'm saying is this. If you care about somebody, you really think that you're going to really add value to their life, and you want to develop a relationship that is, organic and real and pure, where are you going to develop a more organic relationship other than with someone's sister than at work? I'm just saying organic. It just happens naturally. Okay. That's all I meant. I didn't mean...
So, I'm going into work.
Okay.
With my now girlfriend.
Okay.
And
Are you holding hands and like?
Probably. Okay, let's just to say I live with her.
Okay.
I live with my girlfriend, right? So I live with my girlfriend. Now I'm going to work with my girlfriend.
Right.
Then I'm coming back home to my girlfriend.
So you don't got nothing else to do? Can't go to the gym by yourself?
But I'm just saying, like, you're already
playing a little night league somewhere?
That's a lot of time.
You got some
very,
friends?
very special to me, but you got to have that separation time as well.
Yeah, go get a job.
And if it doesn't work out, what happens?
She quits.
No, it's an awkward situation. You break up and then you see her at work all the time.
No. You break up, honey. Or no, not honey anymore. Ex-honey, you can't work here anymore.
That simple.
Look, man, we're just giving you points of view. Pursue a retreat. We want to know what you guys say. Live at mensroom.tv. Hit us up with your emails, with your comments, all that stuff. Why are we getting yelled at? Why is he yelling at me?
I don't know. You can talk, Mike. It's okay.
They can write in the comments right below the video right now.
Oh, right, yeah. That's right. Write your comments in the videos right under. I just look, you programmed me to say one thing. I'm going to say that one thing like this. I heard the buzzer. I've been programmed to move to the next thing.
Please.
Rant of the week. I really want an echo, Mike. Can I get an echo like when I say we? Like I want it to be big, like this plant that I'm acknowledging.
Again, acknowledgement is very key. I hope you guys acknowledge some people.
Right? So I'm gonna tell you how I didn't get acknowledged. So this whole manscaping thing has gone to another level, right? And I think a man should take care of himself and his nether regions, as the groomer called.
Agreed.
I just love that word. Like, and we'll take care of your nether regions. And I was like, well, I don't have nether regions. I got stuff, and let me know what you're talking about. But anyways, so I was talking to this one dude, and he was trying to give me the reason that he doesn't manscape. It's because it's not manly. Because he feels like he should have, among other things, bushy. He said bushy, and but he said bushy stuff. He said bushy and bushy toes. That's what it was like. Yo, bushy here, bushy toes. That's it. And it was kind of gross because I was like, I'm not with you, so I could care less what you do. But first of all, I mean, think about it, gents. You're hanging out with your girl. You're having a good time. You'd like her to go down on you and give you a special kiss in that special place. I'm trying to be nice about it. She wanted to give you a blowjob, and she starts going down on you, and then she gets to this bushy area that smells. Generally, bush has a sort of jungle smell.
Musk, yeah, brings that wildness. That
wildness,
yes.
Right? Like that wildness that stubble will give you. That's not the same as the wildness that you want down there.
Yeah, you playing ball and stuff like that. Just
walking, jogging, working out. You know what I mean? All these sort of things. Cooking. Spilled some coolant in there by accident. Next thing you know, you see what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is, I was just looking at it and I was like, look, I'm not saying you gotta be like baby naked down there. Ain't no one telling you to spend an hour shaving down there. I think that's kind of weird, and you probably don't want a razor that close to your right. Work. Like I don't even know why they have zippers on zippers, honestly, because you think about that. Like we saw that in that movie, but there's just a bunch of metal teeth by your stuff. So, anyways, I'm ranting right now.
Yes,
all I'm saying is, clean your stuff up, okay? Get a little number 2 clipper. It takes 3 minutes. Clip it up. I'm telling you, she will thank you in ways that I can't even explain, nor do I want to. Clean up. Manscaping, it's good. Some guys go too far. I don't need no design. Don't tell me about your design. Don't tell me about what you're going to do with your design.
Yo, I got a part of my thing, man.
Watch, take this fade out. Don't show me! That's the other rant, yo. I was at the gym and this guy trying to show me something. Like he was like, yo, yeah, because we did a show on Manscaping a couple of years ago, and this guy was at the gym. And he was like, yo, you think? But check this, what I did for my girl. I put her name, and I'm like, time out. I'm not your girl. Stop it. So don't show me your Manscaped, but you need to clean your stuff up. Clean up.
Yeah.
Stop musking around.
Yeah. Well, my rant is females that don't take care of their nails. You know, like the manicure pedicure thing. Yeah. I encountered someone with like dragon foot. That's what I call it, dragon foot. It was insane. Yeah, like looking like it. Like I was surprised her socks survived, guys. I was surprised. Like that is my rant of the week. Take care of yourself, man. If you can't take care of your toes and stuff like that, I don't even want to go close to wherever I was planning to.
Yo, you ever been laid? It's like someone like when a girl takes her shoes off and she's like sitting on in your floor, on the carpet or whatever, and like she you rub your foot on the carpet and then you hear it because the heels are really dry. You hear her go
like the sandpaper. Yeah, that's part of dragon foot. That's
I remember one time I was like, what's that? Huh? Nothing? You almost were a 10.
And those are the ones that always want to wear like the open toes and backs, and I'm just like the back of your heel is.
Well, you talk about open toe, and I'm gonna go to the. I always say like when the shoe ends here,
And
then,
your
like,
toes hanging over.
Yeah,
Like,
like like the toes want to say hi to the floor.
like they're scraping. Oh man,
Like,
you gotta love the rants.
But here's the part that kills me the most, and this is, gentlemen, we need to stop doing this. We will go. These girls will be at the club, and the guys will still kill themselves and feel like trying to talk to these girls because but Mark, they're a 10. I gotta get to her. It's like they just regular people.
Yeah.
See, so that their feet could look at some feet. It'll help bring women back down to earth, and you won't be so nervous all the time. Because if you have some feet, you be like, oh, you just like a person. I got feet like that.
Ball player.
Remember that girl?
All right, man. You all right?
Yeah.
You gonna get through this?
Yo, she had feet like me.
That's what happens when you drink eggnog and rum all the time, man. This is horrible.
Manscaping, womanscaping. Keep your stuff clean, please.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I don't think enough guys, honestly, as much as guys, y'all need to get pedicures. I'm gonna go on record and say that guys should get pedicures. Even if you go once a season.
Yeah.
That's only, depending on where you live, once a year. So maybe we'll say 4 times a year.
Yeah, I'm about it. It just tickles though. I won't even like when they scrape your
Yeah,
heel,
yeah.
man. I'll be like, hee, like
No polish. Personally, I see guys in there getting polished. I'm like,
on the nail.
so hopefully, or the skin, wherever you're getting polished, don't do it. That's my
Yeah.
thing. Like there's gotta be a line to manscaping. That's it. I'm saying manscape, but don't be like a pro scaper. You know what I mean? Like there's guys who are like pro scapers. I got a new shade of green with my. Hey man, it's taboo, but I'm gonna talk about it. Speaking
Of taboo.
of taboo, watch that. I think I beat. I want to beat the buzzer.
It's all right.
Damn. Why? Taboo topic of the week.
Interesting one.
It could hurt. Anal sex.
Were we supposed to say more on that?
Yeah, no, I was
okay.
hoping you were gonna handle it. My girl's watching. I'm not trying to get into this right now.
I think my mom's watching.
Yeah, no, I told grandma not to tune into this.
Just like
I told grandma not on the 28th. We got
Mom,
taboo topic.
I don't know what this is all about,
Yeah,
Mom. I love you.
Amen.
Yeah. Sing a hymn or something like that.
So, okay, anal sex. Let's be real about it. A lot of times, people want to try it. If you've never tried it before, I think it's a legitimate thing that you want to try, right? And there's a lot of pleasure that comes from anal sex when a guy and his girl get together and you say, hey, baby, I want to try this anal sex thing out.
Bringing it to the next level.
Right. I think it definitely takes a lot of trust. Like if you're going to be...
Alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. Just playing.
alcohol sometimes builds trust. It's been known to happen. That's actually true because a lot of women that I've researched and asked strictly through a research basis in my life,
Sorry.
I've heard that a lot. Only if I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Only if I'm drinking.
I've had females tell me that as well, and I think it goes for the whole relaxation thing. Like they can relax
Right.
a little better with it. So
that's a big thing though, because we're talking about anal sex. Like it's not honestly okay. We make a big deal about it. We call it a taboo subject because people don't talk about it. But it's just another part of being in a relationship, having a physical interaction with a woman. And you, as a gentleman, have to be able to comfortably, I'm trying to think of the word, confidently and comfortably lead the conversation to that place. Like if you want to have anal sex or oral sex, because I think that's another taboo topic.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's regular as hell. Oral sex. This is what we do in the mentor. We talk about stuff that people.
But a lot of people don't talk about. Like they'll like, hey,
oral sex
or anal sex.
I'll talk about oral sex.
Right.
I'll talk about it.
This is what you got to do. You got to make it real easy. It's got to be just something that you bring up. I know one thing is you can't be pushy, both literally and figuratively. Come here. That didn't make it to camera, and I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Come here. But in anal sex, I think that's what the problem is. A lot of guys will want to have anal sex and they'll skip. We talk about the different steps to physical intimacy, and even more so important during anal sex. Like you have to take the time to make sure your partner is comfortable. You have to take the time to make sure that she feels safe.
Yeah.
You have to take the time to make sure that she's lubricated because any of those 3 things aren't done, and it becomes a very painful experience.
Yeah.
And that's not fair, right? Like you don't want to give pain to someone else because you want to be quickly getting your pleasure. And it's always more pleasurable when everybody involved is enjoying it. And chances are, if she enjoys it, she'll let you do it again. Or she'll do it to you again, depending on if you're talking about anal or oral sex. Any?
No, that was beautiful, man. That almost brought a tear to my eye.
Anal sex. It brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
Yes, we know that happened.
Yeah.
Big thing is lube. Make sure you use a little bit of lube. I don't know. Have you ever read? I'm trying to think of the guy's book. I hope they serve beer in hell. Tucker Max. Have you ever read any of the story? Yo, my watch. Come on, watch. Hold it.
That's cool.
Yo, it's for the dogs.
Santa version, yeah.
Yo, it's for the dogs. He talks about it was a pretty funny story, but it was a learning experience for me. Talked about using lube for anal sex, but he didn't know how much lube to use. So what he did was he poured like half a bottle of lube into this girl's bum. And proceeded to slosh around afterwards because most of the lube was clearly on the bed and on the bed sheets. And there's a long story because they went for sushi before too, and she said she wanted lobster. And so the smell of the lube and like the gas that she was passing because he was trying to force so much inside of her. It's just a gross story. If you've never read it, do you remember what the story's called by any chance, Mike? Have you ever read that story?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have a good ending.
No. Oh, it's honestly, it's one of the most spectacularly horrible, funny stories, but it really helps you understand. You need to know how much lube to use. Lube is a very powerful thing. A little bit goes a long way. As Sue Johansson used to say, a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
So just a little dabble and then continue to ask her. That's the other thing. When you're anal sex or oral sex, you want to talk to your partner and make sure that she's, enjoying it while you don't want to get into the anal sex thing and then just start.
How do you talk with oral?
You can talk if you're getting oral.
All right.
I wish I could tell you more, but I can't because I have an audience question to answer. Mike!
Yes.
We have an audience question.
Jeff has emailed us
live at
Manscaping.tv.
Okay, Jeff.
Hi,
Jeff.
A relationship question. And Jeff would like to know, he says he's in a situation where he's in love with two chicks.
Anytime someone starts off with something with "I'm in a situation,"
Yeah.
it's never like "I'm in a situation. I love this." Like, yeah. Anyway,
It's a situation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a situation.
And
Right.
so he doesn't know which one to pick.
Uh,
And he says that his feelings for both of them are getting pretty strong. He uses the word thick. He says he doesn't want to leave either of them. He wants to choose both of them, but obviously can't. So he's confused because he doesn't know which one to choose. He says your advice would be greatly appreciated. That's Jeff. Email question.
He says obviously he can't choose both of them, and I say to him, why? Because what's the obvious thing? Because if there's an obvious reason that you can't choose both of them, Jeff, there's probably an obvious solution to your problem. Like you kind of sound like he's answering his own. Like I obviously can't have both of them because it wouldn't work, and this one wouldn't like that. Or I don't know. I'm asking you, well, what is it that makes it obvious that you can't have both of them? Because that might give you a little bit of insight into solving your situation. That's my top off. What do you?
I've had like something similar,
Mm-hmm.
a similar situation like that where I was feeling two females, and it comes to the point where you have to choose one though.
Mm-hmm.
You have to choose one, and one is always going to offer something a little bit more than the other. So I think you just have to reevaluate each of the relationships and see which one you really have more of a connection with, and what it is you're actually looking for out of this relationship, whether it's long term or if it's just physical. And if it's just physical, I guess just keep the lines of communication open with both of these females and let them know, like don't promise one something that you can't give them or something like that.
Huge,
you know what I mean?
Huge. I really want. There's two different ways that people generally have this. I went through a lot of phases, where I would date more than one person. They always knew, right? So, Jeff, I hope both people know what's going on, because then it makes the decision easier because you can talk freely and openly to both people. It's not fair. That's where the player moniker comes from, is when you have more than one relationship going on and both people think they're the
only one. Yeah, exactly.
If that's the case that you're in right now, good luck and Godspeed, because getting out of that, you can't really be honest.
It's going to catch you. You're going to be a
right.
jerk.
And so now you're trying to choose, not because you need to choose for your heart, but you need to choose for your safety, because there's no anger like a woman scorned. So, I mean, be honest, be real, evaluate what you want out of the relationship in general. Don't choose one because it's better or worse, but choose based on what you truly want, and be fair to the women, man. Be honest with them.
And keep us posted.
Ooh, live at mensroom.tv. Please keep us posted, Jeff. Please keep us posted. We got a video critique to go to. This is a good one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Let's just roll the tape.
New York City is a playground for the single guy. Look at this place. It's the perfect place to play the game.
I don't see anything wrong with sleeping with girls that I have no long-term interest in. I'm more selective about whom I have dinner with than whom I have sex with.
On a good week, I'm probably having 10, 15 dates. I've slept with 130, 132 women.
I've had sex in New York City cab, and a guy reached back and touched her, so they're getting their jollies off too. A lot of my game centers around not wasting financial resources. I don't even take girls out. I meet them on the street and I invite them back to my place. If I'm attracted to the girl and the end game is to be physical, I want them in a controlled environment where I can escalate it into a sexual scenario. Now I'm here with the Casanova cam, see how it works. I'm hoping to capture some street game today. It's nice, kind of like a bra here. My main goal today is to meet a dozen upwards women, get their phone numbers. Well, being a good player is just got to get into the vibe. I'm almost 6'1". I've got like a swimmer's build. I'm happy with my looks and my physique. I'm healthy. I always keep a little bit of scruff. I'm never clean shaven. Women respond a lot to facial hair, I found. They like to touch it, and if it's manly. They know that there's a big sexual component to our medium. I need to keep well hydrated. We got a Cliff Bar. It's perfect fuel for a running street game. Women say I'm intense. It scares them off or turns them on. My eyes are like beams. Like if I see a girl, she sees that eye connection, she knows it's on. It's like, and then it's just like lock on, like a missile. I love your style. I wanted to come and say hi because it's very unique. The first girl, I made eye contact. I got her number quickly and moved on. Women generally know what my deal is up front. It's about the physicality, and I'm very touchy-feely right off the bat. So, can I touch your cheekbone? Can we have a drink sometime? You'll bring the accent, I'll bring the cocktails.
Sure.
I love your hat and your smile.
You.
Do you live in the city?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. How about a drink sometime?
Yes.
Boom. I'm
Nice
Paul.
to meet you.
Big hug. The big key there is to enter with confidence, keep it light and playful, get the contact information, and then get out of the situation. And I effectively did that. My mojo is pretty good. I got 3 or 4 numbers in about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. 2 girls texted me, so we have plans for tonight. Not bad. So it looks like it's on.
That guy's busy, yo.
Wow, 132 women.
This guy said he has 15 dates in a week.
132 women. I would shake his hand, but I'm afraid I would catch something.
Right? Yo, I could hear myself. It's awesome. Mike, did it say what he does for a living? Because that guy, like, that's a trust fund
But
life.
he did say that he always made himself available in case a girl called.
Right, like
So
that's
that
a
he could just drop it a hat. He just
go. Yeah, that's a trust fund life. That's deep. Yo, 132 women. Now, honestly, I mean, there were some great things in that video.
Oh yeah. One thing I liked about him was his directness, his direct approach. He said like you just go in there. He's intent with like his look. Mm-hmm. He would ask what he wanted. He'd just say yo, dinner or drinks, my place, and just got to it. I really liked his direct approach.
I think his intentions, he never hid his intention. They were very forward. He said that women know what he wants.
Right away.
And so what he's going to find is a woman who, he said something that was really key to me. He says his look, it either scares them off or gets them in because they know what he wants. So it's either they want to have sex with him
Same thing.
or they're not interested. So he doesn't mishmash and he doesn't play games. Directness is what he's teaching, preaching, doing. One of the things that I caught more than anything in there was his state. And it's we talk about state and getting yourself into a state that's powerful, confident. He believes everything that he says. Like he believes he's a great looking guy. Yeah. He believes that he has something to offer these women. He probably believes that he's gonna blow their mind in the sack.
He exudes confidence though, right?
Right.
Like, and that stuff is you send that
hard.
To people. Like women will pick up on confidence like 100%, and he has it.
Men pick up on it the same
Everybody
way, and
does. That
animals
energy.
do. Yeah, like
Yes.
you send out invisible waves all the time, and you can definitely see he believes what he's saying. And so his message is congruent. He's not just going out there going, I sleep with a lot of girls, and he didn't even say that like it was a thing. He was like, I slept with 132 women, and
no big deal.
right. And when I meet a girl, I'll either bring them back to my house. Hey, look, 2 of them want to hook up tonight. That's cool. Anyways, like it was just so natural. So you can see there's a lot of congruence. I think from that video, you can see if you want something. A lot of times, I think guys say they want something, but they don't really want it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, I want enough girls. going on 15 dates a week is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he clearly wants it because he's like, yeah, sometimes I have 15 dates. And, you know, I make myself available for women at the drop of a dime. Whatever he does for a living is, you know, aside, this is what he wants.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, guys, you know, you look at things that we do and it's like, well, you just want to make sure you're congruent. Know what you want, like that dude, and he got what he wanted. Interview time.
It is that time.
Without further ado, we'll bring Max in and we'll let's talk to him. Max, why don't you come on down here, man?
Right.
Good, man.
Awesome. How's it going? Thank you for having me.
Max, thank you for coming.
Thank you,
Can't
thank
shake
you.
too hard on the watch side. So, why don't you fill everybody in on? I mean, you know, you have a very an interesting story. You started, as we said in the beginning, the zero to hero, dud to stud, but you traversed this journey. You know, you've gone into the community, and then you've taken up dance as a participant and a teacher. And I'm gonna stop talking. Tell us about yourself.
Well, yeah,
right?
Pretty much. I was in the community since 2007.
Okay.
Discovered the book, right? You know, read the whole book and tried to do the whole thing and all that stuff. So for 2 years, I sarged. I don't know, like everyone else, tried to, pick up a bunch of women and all that stuff, but never really had a lot of success.
Right.
Right, because it's a lot of luck. I went to a cafe once, tried to pretty much open 100 women at the same bar and all that stuff. Just didn't work, right?
Okay.
Like, you just get a bunch of numbers, but in the end, it doesn't go anywhere, right?
Right.
But funny thing happened was I was working with for my family and all that stuff for about 2 years, and then I decided, I want more out of my life than my current situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I left all that, came here to Toronto in September of 2009.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much penniless. I walked from the bus station at Bay and College.
Yeah.
Right, or whatever. You guys don't know where it is.
It's on Bay.
Yeah, it's on Bay. And then went to Covenant House, and that's where I lived for a couple of months, right? But I knew when I came to Toronto, I wanted something bigger.
Right.
Out of myself, out of my life, all that stuff. And women's was definitely part of it.
Sure.
So I met with Kian, I think in December, which is Christmas, 2 years ago. And he started teaching me dancing.
Okay.
Right? And I changed a lot as a person. I had a lot of insecurities that I didn't know of, right? Because the thing about dancing is that it makes you aware of who you are. In order for you to be good in dancing,
right,
you have to really be aware of what your weaknesses are and try to let it go.
Like, what do you mean? Like, can you give me an example? Sorry.
Well, I was just going to ask, so did dancing only help improve you, be more aware of yourself, or did it help your awareness with other people as well?
I call it social intelligence or emotional intelligence.
Right.
Right? Being aware of who you are means that you can communicate more effectively emotionally to someone else out there.
100%.
Right? Because think about it this way. I remember a specific case when I was dating this girl, right? And she made me jealous, and all that stuff, right? And there's a lot of things that goes into your mind when that happens, right? So when you deal with that kind of emotion, logically, there's who's that guy, is he fucking her, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But once you are aware that you are jealous, that you are in that state, and you really, really, really see what reality is all about, what reality really is, it doesn't really bother you that much anymore. So I went through experiences like that, right? Like facing your fear, facing a lot of what the devil is inside you, right? What was that specific instance? Okay. Well, think about it this way, right? Like, first time in a salsa club.
Right.
You walk in. There's a bunch of motion, commotion everywhere.
Right.
Right. People dancing, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The first time I went to a salsa club, I literally lasted 5 minutes, and I left. Right.
Wow.
It was really hard. It was really painful. Right. You're just there standing, and you're trying to chat up girls and all that stuff, and it's not really working because you can't really dance. Right. So you walk out, you feel really, really defeated, but you are aware that this is something that you need to work on.
Yeah.
Right? You gain new experiences in life. You take it. You try to understand emotionally, and be aware emotionally, what it is that you want next. You know, do you want this or do you don't want it?
Right.
Right.
So what about dance is it that help you discover these things about yourself?
Well, dance is such an emotional, I guess, vehicle.
Yeah.
Right. You pretty much, the thing about music and dance, it's I believe it's the most pure form of expression. Right? Because it comes from the inside. It comes from your emotions. Right? Now, the thing about it is, when I started this about like 2 years ago, when I first started dancing 2 years ago, emotionally, I was probably at the age of 13, 12, whatever, right? That's how much, how much experience I have in life as far as dealing with emotions, right? Jealousy or, anger or whatever it is. Right? But through the dancing, because you do explore so many different emotions and really try to understand, is this where I want to go in my life, right? You get that full picture after that. Yeah. So yeah, I started dancing January 2010.
Okay.
Right. Basically, Kian, he for the past 7 years he's learned all this dancing, tried every single thing from trying to do dancing in this way or that way or whatever, did all his failures, mistakes, and learned from it and all that stuff. Basically, took 7 years of material, of experience, and gave it to me in 6 months. It was. Yeah, it was. I remember my schedule.
Right.
I went to work. I got up at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Went to work. Got to work at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Got off of work 5 o'clock. And then 6 o'clock, 6:30, I'm already at the studio.
Right.
Practice until 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then went to the salsa club until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And then after that, would sit down and talk to Kian, sort out my emotions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, okay, how can I do this better, or how can I do that better, and do that over and over again for 7 days a week, 6 months or something like that.
Right.
So
that's intense.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, and it's big because you talked about how, not so much why. And that's a huge thing that we always, when we're trying to understand emotion and understand our strategies, we're always saying, well, why did I feel like that? And that's good and stuff, except it doesn't tell you
use it for.
Exactly. And so, that's really big where we say, well, how did I deal with that situation when I felt like that? How did I handle that? Is that what I wanted? How do I handle it so I get a result that I want? So that's huge.
Yeah, what we teach, the company that that we run and all that stuff is John Howardson Dance. The program for men is Dance Motion.
Right.
What we really do teach our students is that you really need to ask the right questions. Where does the right question come from? Well, the right question comes from taking yourself out of that situation, out of that emotion, and really asking realistically, what is it that I want changed about that situation? Right? I remember a situation where I came out with a girl and she was playing around. She was trying to make me jealous, just trying to get me and all that stuff. And jealousy is one of those things where I needed to learn how to handle it, right? Because throughout my years and all that stuff, never really had to deal with jealousy and attachment. Right. So in my mind, I was just like, is this girl like me, or does she like me, or whatever, right? But that's not the point. That's not what you're really looking for, because it's completely irrelevant if she likes you or those thought patterns.
Right.
So from that situation, I realized that how am I going to handle this the next time around? How am I, going to change? What is it about me that I need to change?
What helped you make that decision so easily? Because that's a very mature and it's also a very powerful state to get to. But I think one of the things would be very astounding to hear is what took you from the emotional state of this is what I'm doing, this is how I respond, to questioning the emotional state of this is how I'm doing these things, to then going to graduating in the state and going, well, how do I actually want to handle this for the result I want? Where did you get your shift in there?
Awareness. It comes from awareness.
Right.
I mean, I've realized a lot of things in the past 2 years. I have been blinded, right? There's a lot about me that I've been blinded about, right? In order for you to change something about yourself, you have to be aware that you need to change it.
So I got a question for you, Matt. How would like some of the viewers, like what are some things that they can do to kind of help sharpen their awareness? Like are there like little tricks that you can do, like not necessarily with dancing, but just like in general?
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing is for sure, there's this people, when you walk around the city or walk around anywhere, they always have that, I guess, blinders in front of them.
Right.
Because they're always inside themselves and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
So try just sitting down,
Mm-hmm.
right? People watch. Right? People watch other people and try to be them. Right? So once you do that, you can kind of understand, hey, that guy is like really nervous.
Right.
Right? And you just relate that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So things like that. And then once you see that, you can see within yourself, it's like, okay, whoa, that guy just stole something, or that guy just did something really bad. Do I really want to do that? And you look at your past experiences in life, and you're just you just think about it, and it's like, that's happened to me before.
Mm-hmm.
How would I feel? It's like empathy,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Trying to really empathize with how people feel, how you feel, and be aware.
How did you become aware of, like, I mean, you talked about jealousy being one of the things that you had within you. How did you become aware of that trait in yourself?
Mm-hmm. It's funny. You probably relate yourself to a lot of these things, right? Patterns. You guys see any patterns in your life, or any patterns that keeps happening and showing up and showing up and showing up?
Sure, habits all the time.
Habits all the time,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Those are, once you're aware of those patterns and the result of it is something that you feel it's negative for yourself, that's something that you need to change.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you said, like, if you were a jealous guy, something you never dealt with. What brought you to the point of going, oh man, I'm a jealous dude, I need to change this?
Yeah.
Like, what brought you to that?
Well, what brought me to that is this. You date someone, and then, like, you get jealous, and the result is the action that you take kind of pushes her away,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that push away,
Mhm.
right, you get a feedback from that.
Right.
From that communication, right? She would probably give you drama or whatever and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So when you see that happening over and over and over and over again, you just have to wonder what is happening. Yeah. Right? Why is this happening? Because the universe does attract. Like, you do attract things in your life.
Right.
Right? So if you push out jealousy, well, a lot of times the scenarios that's coming up in your head,
Your thoughts are powerful.
yeah, like it's just that powerful.
Right.
Right? And sometimes, you think about things, certain scenarios, and it's not even there. And it's not even real reality. It's just your emotion trying to get to you. Right? But the patterns keep happening again.
Right.
Right? The results of it. All right? So it's negative, so you need to change it.
Right.
You feel the need to change it.
Yeah, I feel in a lot of cases as well that you have a choice
Mhm.
with regards to most situations to go positive or negative, and I think a lot of people go negative. So I just want everybody out there is like, when you have a choice, try and go with the positive. You know what I mean? I think that could be an exercise for everyone as well.
Definitely an empowering one, man. We could sit here and talk about this, especially when you said the universe and attraction. I was like, yeah, we could go into this, but we're gonna get buzzed. So, Max, why don't you let everyone know where they can reach you if they want to find out some more about what you're speaking on?
JohnHowardsonDance.com is the company that we run. It's based in Toronto. But of course, we are going to start releasing videos and a lot of the trainings and all that stuff, so that everyone in the world can see what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The best part is, you can learn pretty much dancing from anyone. You really can, and you can take lessons and all that stuff. But the difference is, the emotional maturity, that experience in getting yourself there faster.
Right.
It's the guidance
Right.
that makes the difference.
Well, that's yeah, that's huge. We definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you sharing your experience with us.
Yeah.
And sharing with everybody
out there. Yeah.
Right. So,
right.
thanks a lot, man,
Thanks
for
a lot.
coming into the men's room live. We'll,
All right.
we'll look forward to
Thanks a lot.
keeping up with you on the site, man.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Wow.
Some deep stuff.
Yeah, it was deep. Almost so deep it hurt.
The universe. I believe in that stuff though, like power of thought, law of attraction.
So what am I thinking right now?
I can't tell. It's pretty nasty, but
Actually, it is because it's part of our how-to segment. How to?
oh yes, yeah. We touched upon this a little earlier.
Yes.
How to and well, go for it, Mark.
How to approach anal sex
That's
with
it.
your girl. Look, it is what it is, okay? If you want to approach anal sex with your girl, if you come out, and I'm just gonna use some words here. I'm not gonna be too nice about it.
Okay.
If you act like a punk, you're gonna get treated like a punk.
Right.
If you go in there, hey, can we maybe perhaps, if you weren't busy tonight,
Yeah, go around.
talk about, maybe have. It's the same thing as we talk about with oral sex. You can't. She can't be kissing your neck and then you just start pushing her head down
Right.
in great hopes that something's going to happen.
Right.
If you want to have anal sex, we were talking about emotional maturity. Let's be mature. We're adults. We're men. Let's talk about it. And you can, look at your partner and be like, look, this is something that I'd like to try. This is why. I always say you got to be real. You got to be patient. And then you got to be persistent. So, and persistent doesn't mean hey, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? But it means, if it's something that you really want to do, bring it up in a conversation that you really want to do it. But speak about it in a mature way, in a way that's going to be appealing to her. She doesn't want to think about you, jumping on her and riding her like an animal that she's seen outside, although some women might. But she wants to know that it's a connection thing. It's a little bit more about the two of you exploring something new, something different. I mean, heck, it's just like threesomes. It's something that you want to broach the subject with great sensitivity, great sincerity, and great love. But if you want to have anal sex with your partner, you need to ask, and then you need to have a bottle of lube, right?
Yeah, and I think that's where one of the things we touched upon as well with the video critique is directness. But there's a certain approach that you want to come with regards to the directness. But I think
Right.
you need to be direct with regards to asking that as well.
Right, definitely. And again, like I said, don't make it anything you're asking for. Don't make it a big deal. It is
Right.
what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like if she's gonna say yes, or she's gonna say maybe later, but it's just gonna be what it is. It's not gonna be the end of the world.
Yeah.
And if it is, and that's something that you really want to do, you gotta ask yourself if that's someone you want to be with. If you have to have anal sex and she never wants to have anal sex, are you gonna be happy with her for the rest of your life?
Probably won't answer that.
Probably, man. So that's it, man. Just be direct, be sincere, be sensitive, and be patient.
Need that KY.
I'm not promoting any brands in particular. I'm not promoting any brands. I have my own brand of lube.
Whatever.
It's called Smooth. It'll smooth out them times that things are rough. Don't ask me where I get these things.
Right. Next on the agenda.
Online dating profile.
Oh, this.
Yo, my watch is bomb. You can't just do nothing. You gotta sit like this. So we're still getting notes. So people haven't figured out it's me yet.
Even though you broke down what the display page.
Dude, do you know how many girls there are on sites? I'm not even gonna tell people what site it is. I'm not trying to give them no in.
That just it goes to hit on awareness again, eh? Like you already said, oh yeah, in a pharmacy aisle and hair covering the face, and guys are still like, hey, what's up, man?
But I'm gonna open up even more. It goes to awareness. You never know what you're getting until you get it. So, it's like you people see these pictures. Here's one thing about online. Let's just be real. People always put up their best photo. Okay? They're not putting up the photo of them that looks like them. They're putting up the photo of them that was taken at that birthday party 3 years ago where the lighting was perfect and they're wearing that dress.
Like,
right.
Yeah. That blue steel.
Right.
Blue steel,
So let's not put too much into pictures and let's put more into what someone writes. And this is a good letter. Hey, no face, bracket, your profile picture, dash, I assume you actually have a face, smiley face. Great use of emoticon. Read your profile. And you sound busy. You sound busy. No wonder a beautiful woman like yourself is single and looking. So what keeps you
Check mark.
right? So what keeps you busy between attaining power? One of the things I put an asterisk beside this because it says what keeps you busy between attaining power. One of the things that I put on the profile was a book that I really enjoyed was The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene.
Very nice.
So they said to me, what keeps you busy between attaining power and keeping potential goal scorers unhappy? Another thing I put in my profile was I play goalkeeper. So two references to the profile.
Touche.
He clearly read it. I may have to get my trainer to teach me some soccer moves next week in case we're ever in a shootout. One of the things I said is very important is fitness. So he just let me know real undercover that he has a personal trainer and then he goes to the gym.
Play soccer.
This is a smooth guy right here. This guy's smooth. Would love to learn more about you. Check my profile and let me know if you're into some of what I'm into. Talk soon. Name.
Wow. Well done. Well done. Well done. I think Mark would date you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm responding to you.
Watch out.
I'm gonna hurt someone's feelings. Honestly, I want to just highlight a couple things in this year. First thing it opened up with was, hey, no face. The picture, as I said, there's no picture of my face. So that was I was like, that's funny.
Right.
As
Humor.
her. Oh my gosh, she said no face.
Yep.
And then, but also, just in case I didn't understand this joke, your profile picture, I assume you actually have a face. And then use an emoticon, smiley face, to let me know it wasn't sarcasm. It was just some happy banter. Aw, I'm going to keep reading now. That's what I felt like when I was her. Read your profile and you sound busy, no wonder, blah, blah, blah. Quoted 4 things straight from my profile, but didn't do them in checkmark fashion, did them in a paragraph. Like it was just so smooth. By the way, I go to the gym. Yeah, I'll get my trainer to teach me how to play soccer. And also, future paced and said, in case we're ever in a shootout, like when we hang out, I'll be ready for you as the goalie because I'm getting lessons from my trainer because I know you like fitness to be able to learn how to kick better.
Yep.
So, and also tells me that he's humble enough to get lessons from somebody and not feel too ego. There's a lot in this.
That's not a good guy, whoever you are, man.
I feel bad for you. You know what? I'm gonna send you a real profile with somebody else. I'm gonna hook you up. I feel bad for you.
You're gonna take care of you.
Not like that though. And then what I really liked was how he closed it out. Would love to learn more about you. Check my profile and let me know if you're into some of what I'm into.
Yeah.
Talk soon. And so he really put out there like, hey, yeah, you sound cool, but I mean, I get a lot of hits too. So why don't you see if you like some of the stuff I like, and if you do, then send me a note. Like,
bounced it back on her.
Yeah, really. I mean, that was a quick undercover qualifier right there. Yeah. Like, if you don't like what I'm like, don't write me because I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. It's, dang, it's getting deep.
Yeah, he was good with it.
And then close it out with talk soon. Like, yeah, I'll hear from you. And then his name. This is a big thing. A lot of people have on their profiles like, single but looking or, cool guy 17, whatever it might be. This is real cool because he put his name at the bottom of this as opposed to his moniker.
Right.
And that allowed him to, it embedded him because I remember him. Guy.
Name to the face.
Oh my gosh, this guy wrote me a nice, he said it's smiley, he got me no face.
And the buzzer. It's just
the buzzer. Well, anyway, so that was a good one right there. Gentlemen, if you didn't hear it, I'll rewind it. I'm sure you can watch it again and again and again. Comment underneath or hit us up live at mensroom.tv. Send me your profile live at mensroom.tv. We can critique it here. We don't even have to pretend like you saw the picture.
Miss No Face.
All right, Miss No Face wants to know what your bucket list item of the day is. So let me see if I got this right. You want to jump out of a plane twice. Once with a parachute, the other time with only a sail and a board or something.
Correct.
And land on water.
Yes.
And I'm the dangerous one. What about this? What is it you would like to do? What is it you would like to do next? What's the next on the bucket list? Mr. Ronnie Rowe.
Next on the list, huh?
Yes.
I want to swim with stingrays.
Oh, an animal one.
Yeah, you inspired me.
Oh, that's good.
You inspired me.
That's and anywhere particular you want some stingrays?
No, I haven't toned it down to there yet, but tropical,
You know what's messed up, man? You remember the alligator hunter, the crocodile hunter?
Oh,
yeah. It was a crocodile. And he put like his head into crocodile mouths and all that stuff.
Yeah, he was intense.
He got killed by a stingray.
Can I change my bucket?
No.
Damn.
Yo, but I honestly, I mean, that messed up. I was like, yo, the guy put his head. Right now, this one, she's abused, and he got killed by a stingray.
I'm glad,
like a punk stingray.
I'm glad you told me that before I actually went ahead and did that.
No, it's on your list. You have to do it now. Animal lover.
I'll just push it further down.
Me personally, push it further down. Now
I'll just push it further.
I'm like, hey Ronnie, hey, I'm in Miami. I'm in Miami. I got your ticket. We're going. I got some stingrays lined up. Let's go. I got the video camera.
No, none of that, man.
Really? Oh well. I mean, no, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yours? I want to paraglide off of a cliff in Costa Rica.
You have to get all specific, eh? He always tries to one-up people. I hate when he does that. Why do you have to get so specific? Yeah, in Costa Rica. Like, you can't just say, oh, man.
No, I can't just say nothing. I didn't just say, I just want a girl.
Because you saw how you plugged that too, right? Because you asked me, anywhere specific, Ronnie? And I'm just like, nah, man, I'm just going to do this thing right there. And then you came, I'm going to do all this
I just wondering if you had anywhere specific, because maybe I wanted to get you a present for your birthday next year.
Gosh,
maybe I wanted to send you somewhere for your birthday, and I want to know where to send you. Now you know where to send me.
Oh, trying to one-up somebody,
Go get me a ticket, man.
Oh, man, I don't know how I do this to myself, people. I don't.
No, I'll tell you why Costa Rica, because I was looking at pictures there, and they have parts of their jungle and cliff area that has not been traversed by people yet. Yeah. And I was kind of like, that's kind of crazy. Like they like half a country is like, yeah, no one's been over there.
So you want to be that guy that's gliding
over that part,
drops inside.
No, over that part.
And what happens if you fall in there?
What happened?
All right, man.
Power of thought.
There's always possibilities.
Yeah, the possibility of gliding over I want to glide over the part that people see, like, yo, hey, that's where no one's been. Wow, that's wild. And then land like on the beach side, like, yeah, man, let's eat some food.
You gotta videotape that for me, because I would like to.
No,
I don't want anything bad to happen to you, but I would like to see the footage of if something happened to go.
Mike, did you see his face? Did you see? He said, I don't want to see anything bad to happen to you, but, and then he tried to change it. I mean, I'd like to see the footage. What you wanted to say was, I don't want nothing bad to happen to you, but when you do fall into the bush where no one's been,
just gotta go, no, gotta. Trying to propel it by yourself.
Right, like, can you make sure that's a live feed so that we can make sure, hey man, I'm gonna paraglide off a cliff in Costa Rica. Think about it.
There you go.
Pursue or retreat? Winner. Mike.
Is there?
We had a interesting topic for Pursue or Retreat today. I believe it had something to do with picking up your colleague, and we don't mean in a car, and dropping them off at work. And I believe,
not carpooling.
As you know, I'm 2 for 0, and Ronnie's 0 for 2. I want to see if we keep this trend going. Not that we're keeping score. We're just Charlie Sheening out here. What was it? What was it today?
The winner by a long stretch today was Pursue.
Oh!
It's okay. You can be the same guys that are writing in and saying, man, I don't know what happened. I started dating. You see?
See, the guys agree that it definitely can be complicated.
Yeah.
You need to traverse it carefully. But in the end, you shouldn't pass up on a good opportunity just because you work with her.
Right? Like you get a chance to play in the NBA, but you have to go and play for like the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Like you're not gonna just say I'm not playing in the NBA because I have to play for the Bucks. You're gonna go play. You might sign in your contract that you have an option at there after year 2, so you can get out of the Milwaukee. Because I don't know if you've ever been to Milwaukee, but it's not the most like. It's a great family town. Love it for the family.
Is that a real comparison? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
NBA with a coworker?
No, Milwaukee Bucks, and an option being hard, but traversing it with great.
You almost made me break the chair, man. I can't believe what you just
Stop going to the gym so much.
I can't believe
He's just mad, folks, that he's lost 3 times.
You guys have this guy winning with comments like
winning. You know what I think got everybody? I'll tell you what honestly got people. It's because I was like, yo, if you break up, you'll tell her to work somewhere else.
Yeah.
Can I just go on record and say you can't ask someone to work somewhere else because you broke up? Well, you can ask, but I could probably also tell you what the answer will be.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be any words that I can say on television because Grandma's tuning back in.
Well, you can, but I don't know if you really want to do it, man.
That's true. Now that we have our winner, this is time where we say goodbye. I'm not going to sing this week because I just don't feel like it. I'm working on a record contract, and I want to keep people guessing.
I wish you all the best with regards to that pursuit.
Thank you. Our next episode, next week, January
4th. Bam! I'm on top of shit. Sorry, I swore. Grandma, I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Yo, I'm still thinking, it's New Year's.
What are you doing?
I can't tell you. Gonna get my girl. And we're just gonna stay home and play some Parcheesi and do the countdown probably around 11 o'clock. Get myself to bed around 11:30.
I'm probably gonna go out.
Wake up,
go out and drink some water.
Live at mensroom.tv. If you have any comments, questions, or if you'd like to just talk about Ronnie lying, please write us in live at mensroom.tv. Hit us up on Twitter at mensroomtv. You can hit me at Mark Sparks Inc. That's me on Twitter. I just remembered. You can hit Ronnie Rowe Jr. Please hit him up. He has some great quotes going up there, and he sometimes even tells about his exploits of the night while he's going through them. Hilarious.
It's a whole lot of fun.
Yo, hilarious. Like that one time while he was with the girl he was tweeting, and then he picked. Anyways, join his Twitter. Yo, that shit is hilarious.
That's him. He's lying.
www.mensroom.tv. I am Mark Sparks. This is the one and only
Ronnie Rowe.
We thank you, gentlemen, for watching this week. I did want to make a quick note that next week we will have. Is it next week we have girls? Is it next week I got a pretty girl coming into the men's room?
We're gonna do that as a separate segment now.
Oh, so we're not gonna have a girl.
No, we got Dev.
Oh,
next week.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Sorry, I didn't even know I said that.
Yeah, I was like, how does that go with anything that?
I'm just trying to throw something out there. I'm sorry.
So,
Yeah, sorry. Let me just.
okay, we're just gonna rewind. So, Mike, next week we have the girl. You said we don't have the girl.
We have Dev from Art of Heart next
Oh,
week.
Oh, Dev.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That's better.
Thank you.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Just throwing it out there, man. You know this.
Send your questions to live at mensroom.tv. Guys, we had a great time. We love to hear from you. We look forward to doing some more profiles. Please keep sending me your profiles online on the dating website that I'm not telling you. Are you really talking to a girl? You'll never know. That was my thing. I don't know. You have anything to say? Yo, good night.